Hello guys, today I'll be showing you how we can use some helpful commands in command VS Code terminal window or the command line in VS Code. So as you can see, this is the terminal window in VS Code. This is the environment where we are going to be writing our code. But by default, if you install VS Code for the first time, this is the welcome window you are going to see telling you to create new file and so on and so forth. And then this is the file explorer where you can navigate and open a folder, a particular folder you want to open and where you can use those folder. So let's say I've opened my folder and then inside my folder VS Code, there is empty contents there in the folder. So there is nothing, no file in the folder. That's why you are seeing the folder blank. So today I want to show you how to use some certain code to put in the file, remove the file, change the name, and so on and so forth. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to create a file and add it into this folder. And to create a file in the terminal of VS Code, this is what we do. Code is a command we use, and then the name of the file. Um, let me say first this, let's say this is my first program, first.py, and then I'm going to strike enter on the keyboard, and then you see that the window has popped up here. So inside here now I can say print. The extension name I put here, you can change it to any of the file you want to create. If you want like a test file, you can make it tst. Any file you want to create, make sure you put the extension name there. So I wanted to create a Python file, so that was why I used .py. So I can say print, and then hello world, something like that. I can say print hello world and look at the environment. You see that it's empty. Once I save this Control X, then you see that I already have a new file there. And then if I want to like run the file to see what the content is, how to like run the Python file. This is how we run the Python file. Python then the name of the file first.py. So instead of code now, I'm using Python. So Python is what will help me to like run the code as well. So in this case, it's not just a programming language, it's also a command we can use to run the Python file. So once I run it now, you see that I have my hello world printed out here. So this is how we can use it to like run a file. But another thing I want to show you, I'll be doing a lot of commands. So I think I have to like paste it here so that it will be easy for me to like remember them and then to show you. So already you see, this is the commands. I've used code, I've used Python. So the ls is what we use to like list the commands available in the folder, what the content of a folder. So if I say ls now, then see in this folder the only thing we have here is what first.py, which is the file we just created and is called py. And then after listing, if I want to like clear my screen, you can see that my screen is a kind of filled up. If I want to like clear it so I can have enough space to type, then I can use the cls to clear the screen. And sometimes I don't mostly put my terminal down. I used to take it to the side, but I just want it to be like this, depend on how you want it to be or depend on your choice. And again, if you want to activate the terminal window in command line, I forgot to tell you earlier, go to the terminal menu or you go to this three dots and then go to new terminal, and then you'll see this keyboard shortcut Control Shift and then this sign to activate the terminal window. But once you just click on this command right now, it will activate the terminal window for you automatically. So that is how we do. That's how we activate the terminal window. And then this is my file explorer where I can explore or navigate to any folder of my choice. And then we have seen how to use this CLS. And then I'm going to show you how to like copy a file. Let's say I want to copy a file and paste it somewhere. I can just say I want to copy the file. We already have first file. I want to copy the file first, and then I want to paste it here. So let's say in a new name. So I can say cp and then first.py, and then I'm going to paste it as hello dot I. So once I strike enter now, and you can see we now have two files, first.py and hello.py. So if I use the ls again to list the content, you can see we have first.py and hello.py, which contain similar content, same content. And again, if you want to like view this hello now, you remember all this content I added to this, I have not yet saved it, so it's not going to be saved in the hello because I did not save this comment in this Python comment in the first before copying it. So once I view my hello, let's see, to view it, you use code and then hello.py. Then you can see we have only the print there. So if I go back and then I press Ctrl S now, you can see that all this comment now is saved. So if I copy a file with this content saved, then everything, the exact same content will be replicated for me. So I believe you see how you can copy a file using the command cp. And then I will show you, let me clear my screen again. I'm going to show you CLS. As you see just now, we use the CLS to clear the screen. And then I'm going to show you how to like rename the file. Let's say if I want to rename the hello to like new, or I want to rename it to like hi instead of hello, I will be using hi, something like that. We use the mv to rename and also to move folder from one directory to another directory, or from one folder to another folder. So to rename it, I can say mv and then hello.py. Then the new uh the new name I want to use for it. So I'm going to say something like hi.py. So in this case, it's not going to move it anywhere, but it's going to rename this hello to hi.py. So once I strike enter now, then you see that they have crossed out this hello. There's no file called hello anymore, but we have hi now in this case. So once I list the content in this folder, then you see that I have only first.py and hi.py. So this is how we can use the mv command. So again, I'm going to show you how to use the mkdir, which is to make a directory. So I'll clear my screen and I'll make a directory now. CLS. So if I want to make a new directory or a new folder now, I can use it mk, then the name of mkdir, no space, and then I'm going to type the name of the new folder I want to create. I can say new, and then once I strike enter now, then I've already have a new folder created, which you can see it has also already been added. So in this case now, if I list the item in this folder, you can see we have new folder, we have first.py and we have hi.py. So now again, if I want to like show you how to like uh move a file, let's say I don't want this hi to be in my VS Code folder, I want to move it to my new folder now. So I can just use the mv2 to still move it. So but before I do that, I'll clear my screen. And another thing I want to show you, we use the up arrow and down arrow in our keyboard to like see the previous commands we have reused, and then the down arrow to see the recent command. So use them to like, if I'm using the up arrow, I'm seeing the previous command, and then if I want to go back, I will use the down arrow to go back to where I came from. And another thing I want to show you is, let's say for example, I want to type a file name. Let's say I want to run a file now in this VS Code. I want to run the first. Let's say I will use code, or let me say I want to run the first.py. I'm going to say Python, and then once I type this fi and then press tab now, you see that automatically it will complete it for me. The tab will help you complete. These are just some simple tips that you can use. And then once I strike enter now, you see that it will still do the same thing that just python.first.py will do for me. So that's the function of the tab, and that's the function of the arrow button in the keyboard. So CLS again to clear my screen. Then let me show you how we can make a directory. We have already made a directory, so let me show you how we can move a file to the directory. So I want to move my hi into the new folder that I created. So I'm going to use mv and then the file hi.py, and then the directory I want to move it into, which is new. So once I strike enter now, then it has been moved. That's why you're not seeing hi here anymore. So if you open this new now, you'll be seeing the hi there. So I can still do it with my command line. So I will clear the environment CLS, and then I can move to the environment. To move to the environment, what we use to move to the directory is cd and the name of the directory, which is new. And then you see I'm already in the directory now. So once I use ls now, you see that the only content in this directory or in this folder is hi.py, and if I want to run it, I can still run the file using my Python and then the name of the file and the extension name to run it, but I don't want to run it in this case. And again, if I want to go back to where I came from, if I want to go back to my VS Code and I don't want to be in this new anymore, this is how we do it. It's just cd and then dot dot. This dot dot refers you or reference to the parent folder you are coming from. So once I just type enter now, then you see that I'm no longer in my new directory, but I'm now in my VS Code directory. And then I can clear my screen, CLS, and then if I list now, you see that in this case I have only first.py and I have new. So if I want to like delete this file and delete this folder using my rm command, I can just say rm, then the name of the file first.py, and then strike enter. Then you can see that the name has been crossed out, just like the way we have this one crossed out. And what it means is that the file can no longer be found. The file has been deleted. And if I try to like delete a folder, just like the way I deleted this file now, let's say I use the command, so just like we use mkdir to create a folder, we can, if I want to like delete a folder, what I use in this case is now rm, then to delete the folder or a directory. Then the name of the directory that I want to delete as well. Already you can see we have only one content, which is the folder in this VS Code folder. So I'm going to try to like use the, let me clear, I think the subtitle in YouTube sometimes do not let people to like see the codes in the down part. So that's why I normally used to put my terminal by the side. I think I have to put it here. So if you want to put it by the side, you can just simply drag it to the side. Or let me just, if you can just simply drag it to this side like this, and then it will be on this side. So, and then you can adjust it like this, and then you can say type your code and it will work. So I can say ls, and you can see my code is working. Then if I want to like remove the folder, let's say, let me list again, ls. But in this case, another disadvantage of this is that it's not going to be showing you the name of the file, but you can see the address and the date of the file, something like that here. And again, if you want to like create new terminal in a terminal, let's say I'm using this terminal and I want to create another terminal, I can just use this plus sign to like add the terminal here. And to add another new terminal, then if I like want to like delete the terminal, there is a delete bus by the side which you will see. So but if I want to like move this back to where I moved this from, you can see I moved it back, but because I've created a lot of terminals, I have to like close all of them by the side there, and then this is the only one I'm going to use now. So I'm just like trying to cover everything that you need to know about the environment of VS Code, because you know VS Code is one of the most popular text editors we use in writing most of the codes, or almost all the codes. So let's say now I'm going to use the remove folder now, and before that, let's see what we have again. CLS. Let's see what we have in the folder. We have only new, the new folder. So let me clear the screen. Then rmdir, which is remove directory. And then if I want to remove the new folder now, then you see that there will be a message or a warning here telling me that I want to remove a folder that contains a file. And then in command line, Y is for yes and N is for no. So if I don't want to remove the file, I'll use N. If I want to remove the file, I will use Y, regardless of the case, either large or the uppercase or lowercase, it will work. So if I say yes, then you see that the new has disappeared from this place. So once I clear my screen, then list again, and you see that we are back to where we came, empty folder again. So I believe you learned a lot from this tutorial. So please feel free to subscribe to my channel, like and share this channel. Thank you.